Alright, what's up guys, it's the Money Association. Today I'm gonna be doing a review on Euro USD, one of my favorite pairs to trade. Also, it's not always tradable. I just kind of get an idea what probably is gonna happen. So we're gonna do our review for February. So today it is Sunday 25th, January 25th of 25. We still got this last week before we enter to February. And Euro is still on a bullish mode. So we still got a couple more days. Let's go check the moon phase. I also like to check the moon phase, so I can see. Also, the moon for me is to kind of calculate patterns. I like to use the moon to calculate patterns. So we're gonna see right now what moon phase we are in right now in our phone. There's also gonna be a lot of reports this week. There's gonna be a lot of reports for Tesla and other things. So we're gonna see what's going on with that. Let me see what's not going on. Moon phase today. Let's see what is the moon today. Today is January 25th, waxing crescent, 45%. So tomorrow 26 will be the first quarter. As you can see, let me show you guys the first quarter. I like to use moon patterns. So tomorrow, first quarter. Tomorrow, probably possible there's a new pattern coming in. So we're gonna see what we're gonna see in this market. So I'm gonna jump into the charts and I'm gonna show you guys, I'm gonna explain you guys how I'm thinking, how we're gonna plan our next possible move. I'm gonna show you guys how I use a funded account to make myself money, so I don't risk my money. So, and sometimes I win, sometimes I lose, but I'm very patient because every time I lose I just get better. And every time I get better, I make more and more money. So that's the whole point of this. So remember, make sure you guys join, make sure you guys follow, because we're gonna make this thing great. We're gonna make up to $100,000 to $1 million. We're gonna try to make it as big as much as we can. So we still got a lot of time, a lot of thinking, a lot of studying. So let's get it first, guys. So first thing first, let's go jump to the chart. I like to use my weekly chart. Alright guys, I like to use my weekly chart so I can kind of analyze where I'm at in the market right now as in the weekly. As we can see, weekly chart from last week, we saw a strong bullish move. It was rising above this red zone. Alright, so now I'm gonna explain you guys how I understand these lines, what I think about this. Alright, as we can see, this is the middle center's average, always the average line. The yellow 2 is average, an average line. This is an average point. So as you can see, buyers are willing to pay more. They're paying above average price. They're willing to pay more for this currency. Based on what? Why you think they want to buy more of this currency? That's where we go and correlate this move with possible news. All right, so we're gonna move to foreignpolicy.com. I just went and googled something on the news that can possibly be used to manipulate your perception about this. All right, so I'm gonna use my perception as an example, what I believe is happening in this market. All right, so you can see, we saw last week there was a big bullish run. All right, so there's a lot of things going on with Greenland. There's a lot of things trying to Europe try to recoup themselves from too much American stuff, because supposedly Mr. Trump is not okay, you know. So can Europe resist American correlation? I don't know how to say it like that. I speak Spanish, so I need to upgrade my English, but as I go, I will get better. Options range from targeted tariffs to selling off US debt, but they are risky. Remember, they are risky, so they want to sell off. Hey, we don't want US debt, we'd rather get our money back. so we can get our money back and we can invest in our stuff, but they are risky to let go. You know what I mean? Because you're still letting go somebody else's debt, somebody else can buy it, and assets can grow, and you're losing a lot of purchasing power later in the future. So that keeps them in a risky position. And right now it's already 5 p.m. As you can see, it opened higher. To why you think it opened higher today? Look, right now we're live and the market opened higher because probably they're trying to raise capital. They need capital. They want capital because we still have the war with Ukraine and Russia. I saw this post. Let me show you guys. This post where it says Zelensky says security guarantees documents from US is 100% ready. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is something else. I'm gonna try to find it right now. But that means that they're 100% ready, but they still gotta know where they're gonna sign the paperwork. So they're gonna try to accumulate as much capital. So today's Sunday, 5 p.m. we don't trade. We're gonna see what's the market's gonna do. We're gonna see market accommodate itself. So as we can see in our weekly chart, we're showing that people are willing to pay more. People are willing to pay more for Europe, for EU, for euros. Buyers are steady. Sellers are letting go steady. No overtension, no hype, just steady until prices accommodate itself. Right here, market is showing that buyers are in control. Is looking for an equilibrium point. So market is gonna try to find an equilibrium point right up here. It could be, this is my trend line. This is where mostly 120, where a new high could be created. So now it needs liquidity to keep jumping. It keeps liquidity to keep pushing, right? So that's why they're giving all this, where they're trying to sell off debt. Why they kind of push the euro up. All right, next thing. Trump wrecking ball creates new determination to address the continent's long festering problems. So remember, they're trying to get capital. Trump Board of Peace is neither an alternative to the UN nor a harmless vanity project, but a threat to international cooperation. So what is that? It's a threat to international cooperation. So what do you think? There's out there with people with weird ideologies where they're gonna be like, no, I'm more into Europe. Fuck the Americans. I'm all in with the Europeans. You know what I mean? So it's all about perception, manipulation of perception within the biggest, like, super humongous banks and everything. Because remember, they're trying to, everybody's out there is humans. So remember, so there's people out there, they're like, no, fuck America, fuck Europe. I think it's more safe in United States. This is the risk we still need military equipment. No, you know what? We can create the same military equipment. We can buy it from China. We can buy this from China. We can stop buying from US, but we still need the US, So they're always scrambling for this. So what do you think they're trying to do right now? They're trying to find investors, people that want to inject capital into this market. Indicators update. It says a key indicate. So okay, 65 EMA. Update latest version. Okay. Update latest version. The same thing. So we'll see. So we're going back to the same thing where we believe what's going on with the euro USD. Trump Greenland obsession is madness. Can't we just say that? The commentary persists in misrepresenting the U.S. president and his actions. So you see now, Europe is prepared to create its own army. The United States bluster and threatens European leaders are making tough choices. What did I say? Again, we repeat it again. They're trying to create capital, get capital, trying to create their own military. They're trying to make the currency. Hey, we're strong enough. We are going to create our own military. Our currency is going to stay strong. We don't need the U.S. We don't need to depend on the U.S. So remember, we're trying to position ourselves to make as much capital on this game. So they try to, it's all psychological, and it's all about thinking and strategizing and analyzing what the hell are these motherfuckers trying to do. So yes guys, sorry about my language, but I want you guys to, you know, get on this boat, because we're gonna make a lot of money playing this game. So next thing, we're gonna be checking, we're gonna go now to the, we're gonna move to the, let me see guys, we're gonna move to the daily chart. We're gonna move to the daily chart, and our daily chart shows, alright, our daily chart shows, alright, sorry guys, our daily chart shows that people are willing to pay high price. As you can see, sellers are right here below. Sellers are flat. Nobody's selling. Like, nobody's selling currency. Nobody's open to sell. So there's more buyers than sellers. So nobody's selling. So they're just testing. They're opening up here, because they're trying to, let's say they are placing positions right up here. Somebody's placing, somebody, a market maker is placing bets right up here, trying to push price and trying to see who is the dumbass that will buy up here before they fucking dump it. So as you can see, daily, sellers are not in the market, guys. So sellers are not in the market, so that shows that buyers are trying to fucking buy there. So be careful, you know what I mean? There's only buyers are in this market pushing price up. So everybody's gonna be like, let's say they place a bet right here, let's say at 185, 1.185, then the computer will bet 186, and then, oh, since it's going up, people be like, oh, I want it 186. So they're bidding, increasing bids until there's no volume up here. So there's no fucking sellers volume. There's only buyers volume. But if nobody wants to sell positions, what the hell, you know what I mean? Nobody's gonna buy it. What is gonna probably happen? Because remember, we're entering February still. We have the last week. Right now is the last week for the euro to collect as much capital. So they know something. As you can see, it opened with a gap on a Sunday, probably Monday over there, and the week has started for them. So they're gonna try to get as much capital before the month closes, so they can close the books and be this month we made profits. The first quarter of 2026, we make profit. So we gotta make sure we also save this. That's why I'm recording, because remember, I'm gonna also write on pen and papers, also take notes, because that's gonna show in the report. So remember, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. So remember, the first month they make profits. So now the next month they take losses. They can take what they want and still break even, still show that the economy still, with all the stress and pressure, they were able to hold. So then they can recuperate and get more capital in the second round, which will be the second quarter. So we're gonna see this guy this week. We're gonna see euro stay around this area. It has to find an equilibrium point. As you can see, sellers in the daily, that nobody is selling, just people are buying. So let's go to our 4-hour chart, and our 4-hour chart is showing, look, overbought. People are overbuying, like somebody's opening position at a higher price. Sellers are still flat, buyers are still here, but there is no buyers. It's just inflated price, fake prices. So it's just a trap, guys. Be careful, this is just a trap. And waiting for this to load. And let's get it, let's see. And as you can see, it's overbought, super overbought. There's no seller, nobody's buying, so probably price is gonna dump. So we're gonna see where sellers were dumping at. Sellers were dumping at this price. So we're gonna find an equilibrium point right here, and this more likely possible. No, guys, doesn't seem to be. No, just price just went brr. Fluggerbusters, fluggerbusters. Alright, guys, I don't see no equilibrium point in here. It's very shady. I told you guys, very shady, very shady. It's just, this is a red zone, so this is a trap zone. So as you can see, this week we're gonna skip Euro USD. So we'll see, guys, what happens. Make sure you guys follow me for more. We're gonna be here. I'm gonna be posting my Telegram so you guys can join me, the Money Association. Let's get it, guys. We're gonna make this. If you guys can get good with Forex, I promise you, you're gonna be very, very good with stocks and trading options. It's all about timing, reading patterns. The hardest thing I believe that I've done and trained myself is with Forex. Forex is one of the hardest things, but if you can manage and control your emotions in this game, you're set. You're set, my friend. And you're gonna see, if you keep following me and everything, you're gonna get better with trading, especially perception and thinking. It's all about perception, thinking, and strategy. So let's get it, guys. Make sure you guys follow the Money Association.